Introduce, my name is Ayul Stari. I will present the journal that I have made with the title The Roles of Parents in Implementing Character Value in Children, the Family Environment. Abstract, this study aims to determine the process of character education, the family environment. This research is a descriptive, qualitative research. Data collection techniques are observation, interviews, and documentation. The results show the family views of character education was influenced by expectation of parents for their children, instilled character values, honest, religious, democratic, respect, caring, discipline, and responsibility. Research on nationalism and patriotism. Parents instill character through good parenting, modeling behavior, and habituation, providing explanation for behavior and action. The results of character education the family show that the role of the family, especially parent, is very important and vital in instilling character values in children because the family is the first environment before entering the social environment. Children are imitating individuals and they will always imitate their environment, especially the behavior of their parents. Keyword: character, family. Introduction: The first educational center in the family environment. Education. The family environment is very important to provide education towards intelligent character for personality as well as preparation for life in society. This opinion indirectly supports Licona's statement, which asserts that family is the first school of character formation for children. The family is the first school of virtue. It is where we learn about love. It is where we learn about commitment, sacrifice, and faith in something larger than ourselves. The family lies down the moral foundation of which all other social institutions build. Dear man, 29:18. For the statement it explained that the family is the first school of virtue. In our family we learn about love, commitment, sacrifice, and belief in something larger than ourselves. The family is the foundation of moral education. A child's character is formed from the child's own habits. Children habits usually persist in adolescence. Parents can influence for better or for worse the formation of their habits. Licona 2012. 15. Parents will be an example for children. Children will usually imitate what parents do. Parents should pay attention to the education of their children because the role of parents is very important the education process for them. So parents must be able to provide good example and habit since childhood. The family essentially in for the formation of character of each of its members, especially children who are still under the guidance or responsibility of their parents. How family their children will have an impact of the development of their children behavior. Such different profession of their children, its characteristics. See the stage for different behavior towards boy and girl. The statement explains that different perfection of children character will shape different behavior between boys and character is a collection of good values that form the basic or guideline for a person's attitudes and behavior to grow this good character. Character education is needed according to Megawati 200 or character education is an effort to education children to be wise and contribute positively to the improvement their character also eventually for moral intelligence. Moral intelligence is formed because of good moral development according Santra 2007. Moral development in informs changing thoughts, feelings, and behavior based on standards of right and wrong. Moral development itself involves intra- intravers- intrapersonal and interpersonal education. Is character understood as an effort to qualitative intelligence in thinking appreciation in the firm attitudes and partic in the family of behavior that is accordant with noble values then make for evidently manifest by interaction with good ones among others and to focus in the study the authors limit the research only to only the process of character education in the family. This is because character education begins and belongs in the family. So think research is only limited to the process of character education in the family. In this case, to find out the family's views on the importance of character education for children development. Character values that are instilled in the family and how to incite them. The results of character education and what obstacles are found in the process of character education in the family. Research methods. 1. Research design. This research is included in qualitative research where research aims to describe and analyze how parents instill character values in children. Researchers aim to describe and analyze how parents instill character values in children in everyday life, including primary data and secondary data. The data was collected by interview and documentation techniques. 2. Objective. This study aims to determine the process of character education of children in the family environment. The results of this study are expected to have two following benefits. 1. Theoretically, 2. Practically. 3. Research location. The location used this research is Cibolang Village at the 33 RW 18 Cibatu District Cisaat Sukabumi Regency West Java Province. 4. Research subject. In qualitative research we do not use the term population but by Sprengel de Sugiono 2005 49. It is called society situation or social situation that consists of three elements: the place or place, players or actor, and activity or activity that interact synergetically. The social situation in this study in the place where descendants live. 5. Data collection technique. The data collection technique used by research all follows: 1. Observation, 2. Interviews, 3. Documentation. Result and discussion consists of families' view on character education in child development, how parent education character in children consists to the character education process and the family. Number one, families' view on character education in child development. In the result of interview, that observation that have been carried out the authors found that out of the family study, not all families place character education as the main education for children. They are more likely to prioritize academic education and survival skill. Factual Muin stated our goal of raising children is closely related to our perspective or objection about life and our life goal. The majority of parents think that character education in the children development is very important and main in the family. Parents really hope that their children will grow up to be those children. Character values that parent education of children. The main point of education that must be given to children, adolescent include one akidah education, two health education, three moral education, four economic education, and five healthy education. How parent education how parent educate character in children. One, parent educate children in the children taught good parenting, modeling behavior and habits, provide explanation for action having height and realistic standard for children and involving children in the decision making. Two, parents manage their moral environment. Families taught good parenting model behavior, provide exploitation for action, have high and realistic standard for children and involving children in the decision making. Three, parents for consist and habit in the talk active give explain which attitudes and behavior and habitation. For parent education, good values in the child children taught advice giving example with attitudes and behavior habits. 5. Parent apply discipline to conduct for the children taught withdrawal of affection, affirmation for power, or taught introduction. 9. Parent resolve conflict through family methods. 7. Parents provide opportunity to the children to parents speak through by giving children to freedom to socialize with the environment, bed, neighbor, and school and facilitate it. 8. Parent respect spiritual the children to expect giving as well attitude and behavior habitation. Contains contains to the character education process in the family influenced by the following factors. 1. Unharmonious material conditions of parent. 2. The relationship between parent and child who are. 3. Parenting is not good for socio-economic. Conclusion. Based on the research result obtained by the author, it can be concluded that the family views of character education in child development is influenced by the experience of parents for the children. Character values instilled by parents in children include honesty, religious, democratic, respect, caring, discipline, and responsibility. Research on nationalism and patriotism, parent education, character in children through good parenting, modeling behavior and habits, providing explanation for action, having high and realistic standard for children, and involving children in decisions making, parents for concepts and habits in children, touch advantage giving example with attitude and behavior and habituation. Parent resolve conflict taught family meal. Parents provide opportunity for their children to practice virtue by giving children the freedom to socialize with the environment, both neighbors and school and factory, and parent teach spiritual aspect to the children through advice, giving example with attitude and behavior and habituation. The result of character education the family so that the children who grow up complete families feel more fulfilled with passion, child with problem, fewer independent children when confined to children from single parent families. However, children are more obedient in single parents families. Children feel less affectionate, more problematic children, more independent children that children for complete families, but more less obedient children. Obstacles in the process of character education in the family, parental material condition that do not harmonize the relationship between parents and children is not warm for parenting for socio-economic condition. Suggestion: the government is also experienced to pay attention to the education process in the family by organizing more communicated activities that support and insert the insight and skill of parents in education children. For educational institution or agency to the more active in organization, parent educational active for parents so that parents are smarter in education their children to school treatment and academic to encourage parents more by frequently inviting parents to consult about their children's development and education so that the education delivered can be instinct and support on another. To readers in general, hope that family not be secondary because the general character to the long lives in the family. Thank you. Sorry if there an error. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.